I am back. So now I'm in a much worse place to hitchhike. If you guys can hear me. Yeah, we're back. Okay. So here's the situation. Hey. Yeah, I'm from Canada, just hitchhiking around the United States. Yeah, from Canada. This is day 75. Oh, actually, I just got dropped off by the steak shop here. I was on, the Bridgewater restaurant. I'm trying to hitchhike on there. You can hitchhike in Tucson, on the state highway. I got some food and I have money behind me. It's funny that you say the first thing, because I've been hitchhiking so much, I run a live stream of it, so I just made impersonate it, so that's my name. Professional hitchhiker. Can I look at this? Yeah, it's pretty easy. That's funny. I'll look at this. So, are you just like a local shop? Yeah, we're local. And is there any way you have to do it? No. I can't do it. Parking riding? People park their cars, no parking and stuff like that? Yeah. Walking out my walk on the block? Yeah. Keep trying to keep parking right? Yeah. Go parking cars, I don't know what the good places are for you. And if there are any like I honestly I wouldn't know if there was there, I wouldn't know. Yeah, how to figure out what to do. No experience. Yeah. That makes sense. I would be helpful, but yeah. Honestly, I try to go to parking lots to get more experience. I struggle with the I know. Good luck to catch me. I won't bother you. Have a good one. Yeah, hopefully. Another cop. Another cop. Wow, they're on top of you in mass. Also, that didn't take long for my flag to break. Am I good? Yeah. He's just wondering what I was up to. Like, I just got here, and then he pulls up and he's like, what are you up to? They are on top of you. Flag and vest got to go? Why? I want to be visible. No, I had to put my bag in the back, and I put it in and it was sticking up, so it caught on something and snap. Found that 4-day town was not so bad after all. Yeah, welcome to Massachusetts, where apparently you should just go home. I love hitchhiking, and this is just another challenge thrown at you. Like, honestly, I'm not that. It's kind of annoying because it makes it less safe for me and drivers. Because the spot where I'm legally allowed to hitchhike is in all honesty, trash as far as safety goes and easeability for hitchhiking. Where the laws are in place for both vehicle and pedestrian safety, but when the laws are enforced to the rule of the law, it makes it a lot less safe for everyone involved. So that is the difficulty. The laws they have in place make it less safe. So I'm gonna look at where I'm at on a map, and then we'll decide what to do. So, like, the most by-the-book way you can hitchhike in a place like this is to put everyone around you in danger. So, good job, Massachusetts State Legislature. Well done. You did it. Did he give you a warning? Not really. He just said, you can't be here. I'll take you somewhere where you can be. Alright, where am I? That sucks. That was such a good spot for hitchhiking. That was such a good spot. Let's get out of Mass. I'd like to. I still have to go 40 miles to Boston. And then from Boston, I still have to go, I don't know how many miles. No hitchhiking in Mass on the interstate. Yeah, that's why you use the on-ramps. It's saying it's just prohibited, but that's the black one. What's prohibited? Hitchhiking on interstate? That's why you don't just hitchhike on the interstate. You hitchhike right before it becomes the interstate. Like right before. like right before that sign. Did that count as a ride? Technically, it took me somewhere. I'm gonna say that counts as a ride. The thing is, things aren't clear. And like the other cop, he told me it was banned in Massachusetts. I told him it's not. And then he came out after talking to the supervisor or whatever, and it's like, okay, so it's not illegal in Massachusetts on a technicality. Really? It's just not illegal. There's no technicality on it. Yeah. There's no technicality on it. It's just not illegal. Like, just to save face, you're saying it's on a technicality. You did it. Take a bus. I'm gonna look at the on-ramp and see if it's doable at all. Because it's legal in the state. It's legal in the state. So if I can, I'm going to. That technicality is called the law. Yeah, come on, you can't say it's a technicality. That's just literally the law, man. So it's prohibited? On what? It's fine here as long as I'm not on the state highway. What happened? Police pulled up to me at a service station, which is like the safest place in the world to hitchhike because everyone's going very slow and everyone's going in the direction I want to go, and said I couldn't hitchhike in Massachusetts. It's banned in Massachusetts, and I told him it's not. So he went back to his card. I asked him to
to find the state legislature for me that says it's banned and let me know for my own knowledge, because I try to follow all the laws as I hitchhike. So he sat in there for 10 minutes, came out and said, okay, so it due to a technicality, it's not banned in Massachusetts, but now he's just giving me shit. But this whole property here is state-owned, and you can't hitchhike on a state-owned whatever, so you can't hitchhike here at all. You have to do train or bus? I don't, though. I just can't be on the state highway. Uber your way? That would be a very long Uber. Did you have a nice convo in the car? Actually, we just had a nice convo about my travels in the car. It was just like, so you're like documenting it? I'm like, yeah, I run a live stream where I hitchhike around. I've hitchhiked in 25 countries. You know, the blurb I give all of you. I always give you the blurb when people are like, where have you hitchhiked? What are you doing? Go back to the last place? I'd have to walk down the highway to get to the last place. And apparently even the buildings stay owned, the businesses just lease it, so I'm in some horrible spot for hitchhiking. Like, the worst. Well, actually, let me look at the on-ramp here. Maybe it's doable. How's it usually ticket pickup? If I'm in a decent spot, 20 to 25 minutes. But what does it change if state owns it? The law? I don't know. How much money do you have in your pocket? Not very much. I don't carry very much cash. I don't like carrying cash. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be super awkward. I think I can do it though. So there's an on-ramp. There's no shoulder on the on-ramp, but he specified that I can't be even on, like, touching the on-ramp at all. Just break the laws. How smart would it be for me to live stream myself doing something expressly illegal? Not very smart. Okay, so here's how it works. If you're driving one way, you kind of just merge right onto the on-ramp. If you're driving this way, then you turn left onto the on-ramp. There's a little, like, in this gap here between there, there's a shoulder and there's a grassy spot. If I stand right there, I can kind of have a north sign and I can switch back and forth and catch people on there. And then they can pull over if they deem it safe and if they want to take me going north. So I'm going to go to that medium part where I'm not on the on-ramp at all. It's super awkward to do it because you're switching back and forth to people turning right or turning left onto that on-ramp. And I'm going to use my north sign and I'm going to try and catch a ride north in the most awkward spot possible. But that's what's legal, so that's what we're going to do. But it's not illegal. Well, he said it was illegal on state-owned property, like the state-owned highway, so. Sounds safe, not? And that's what frustrates me, is the laws are supposed to be there for safety, but they do the opposite of that. The safest places to hitchhike are quite often the ones where it's illegal. Okay, let's put my sign away. My broken, not my sign, my broken flag. And the cop, getting right and the cop broke my flag too. America. Alright, let's go. Of not more than $50, that's not bad. I wasn't on the Turnpike or the Metropolitan Highway System, and Metropolitan is that city highway system? So that's not where I am, but this definitely isn't a Turnpike. There's a nice flag too. I know, I just got it today too. Alright, anyway, let's go. And follow the rule of the law to a T. Excuse me, can you not be loud? I'm trying to run a live stream here. How many times do I have to deal with the police? Dang it. Oh, I should put sunscreen on, actually. I'm gonna put sunscreen on, then we're gonna go. No, I had to turn off my live stream because he didn't want me filming in the police car. So you guys didn't get to see that. Oh, this. But they said, did it say maximum of $50 is when that guy linked some turnpike law stuff? Because that ain't bad. Not that I'm not gonna break the law, but like that's actually not that bad of a fine. What's the place behind you? I don't know. Simba? How did you earn so much money that you can travel all day? The thing about hitchhiking is it's free, so you really don't need that much money. People always ask that. How can you afford to travel all the time? By traveling by means that are free. Sleep in a tent, hitchhike. I spent, in 8 months, including flights to hitchhike around the world, I spent $4,000. You don't really, it doesn't take long to save up $4,000 if you're prioritizing saving up money for a trip. Any stereotypes about Americans that you found to be untrue in 75 days? That Americans are dicks or assholes? And yes, now I do get supported by my community, which means I can travel indefinitely at this current rate. You spend way more not traveling. Yeah, I can live cheaper traveling than I can like paying for rent and stuff like that back home. Are your parents ashamed that you're a hitchhiker? No, they're very supportive. My mom didn't like it when I started, but she's fully on board with it now. My parents ashamed. Thanks, Dex. Appreciate that. Imagine your parents are more worried than... My mom would be worried no matter what I do. Go get that. I'm not gonna get an Uber out of the state. I'm gonna hitchhike as legally as I can. And I'll show you what legal hitchhiking looks like in Massachusetts, apparently. Oh, that was too much. It's too much. Too much sunscreen. Write a book about your travels. Maybe one day. I wonder if you can write off your miles. It's not an expense though, because I'm hitchhiking and it's by definition free. So no, I can't write off something that doesn't cost anything, I don't think. Veins are popping? Yeah, I have prominent veins. Raimu, thanks for the 500 bits. Here's for good luck at the bad hitchhiking spot. Thank you. No, I would not. Whatever your name is, Pizza Boy. I can't see the first part of your name because my lens is blocking it. That's not a free ride, is it? It's not hitchhiking anymore. Oh, Kaza Boy. Sorry, I thought you were Pizza Boy. Back on the road? Yeah, once I get the sunscreen fully on Joe, and we're back on the road. Alright. Arms, yeah, I got it. Silly US police officers. I already got my ears. Tuck my flag away. That's broken now, dang it. Forget your toes. Alright, let's go see what legal hitchhiking looks like from this on-ramp up here. Let's try again in a much worse spot. In a much worse spot. Can you wear? Why would I wear the high-vis vest for this hitch? It's not nighttime. I wear it for high visibility when it's low visibility. Boston, next left. All right. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Got your sign? Yes, I do. I put it in my backpack when the first cop picked me up. No signs, they're all on my backpack. What'd the cop do? Told me that hitchhiking was banned in Massachusetts. That's not the first time a cop on this trip has been like, hitchhiking's banned in the state. And I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, yes, it is. And I'm like, can you find the legislature that says it's banned? And then they go check and it's like, oh, well, this guy said, due to a technicality, it's not banned. He just didn't want to say he was wrong. Due to a technicality, it's not banned. But you can't do it here. Banana, phone pie. Thanks for the 100 bits, appreciate that. Thank you very much. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I live is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Finally made it to Massachusetts, and now the police are hassling me. Dang it, police! Why must you hassle? Why can't we be friends? 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 Well, if they made hitchhiking illegal everywhere, well then I couldn't hitchhike. Especially couldn't live stream it, could I? I tell people every single day, people are like, Trevor, do this. Something illegal. It's not very smart to live stream yourself doing something illegal, is it? Okay. I haven't seen anyone turn right to take this on-ramp. Everyone taking this on-ramp seems to be turning left. Oh, there's someone turning right there. Give them your card. I gave the second guy my card because he was more just curious what I was doing. He wasn't telling me what I was doing was wrong. And we just had an actual conversation about hitchhiking rather than him power tripping a little bit. Okay, but most people are turning left here rather than right there. How you get to that first rest stop in the first place? I was hitchhiking. I was trying to hitchhike on an airplane in Rhode Island. But the weather was really bad, so no one was really flying. It wasn't really bad, but like the whole weather this weekend led to people not really flying around that much. So, sorry, one sec. All right, here's my freaking spot. I'll show you guys what it is. So he's like, I'm driving out of town. I can get you north out of town. One of the guys at the airport. So I took him up on that. So I'll show you. So this is where I walked from. This is the on-ramp. The first cop says I can't be on there at all, and there's not really any shoulder there. But he says I can stand right here. As long as I'm not on the on-ramp, I'm gonna stand right here. So people turn right into it there, or they turn left into it there. So I can stand right here. How long have you had to wait for pickup before? Longest is 8.5 hours. So barely anyone's coming from this way. So I'm gonna stand closer to this side and use my north sign and point it towards people potentially. So that's what I'm gonna do. Bad spot? I understand that. This is the legal spot. I was in literally the best spot in the world, the safest spot for everyone involved. Someone will stop eventually. No matter where you are, nowhere to go, someone will stop eventually. But the police are like, no, you can't be here. Well, first he said you can't hitchhike in Massachusetts at all. So, legal by opinion? What does that mean? Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have the camera not. This is a legal spot. I literally asked the cop and he said I could stand here. I'll get my backup phone out so I can read chat. And you won't be able to see very much because the spot sucks. Let's just see. Not fall over. Show some leg. Everyone thinks that's an original comment. I bet get that like 5 to 7 times a day. You'd never pick up a hitchhiker? Congrats. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the screen and read off my backup phone. I got chat up now. Oh, wait, sunglasses, thank you. I always forget about them being on. When, because you get used to it. You get used to how it looks like with feels like with sunglasses on. The cop wasn't a jerk once we got in the car. We just talked about traveling. Traffic. I actually think this will work. It just might be a little bit slow. I'll get you guys on the other side. So you can see me hitchhiking more, maybe? A bit more hitchhiking. Tell me what you think. You're in Boston? I'm still 40 plus miles out of Boston. Other angles better? Okay. One sec. Just hit this line of cars. Just camera in the bed. Alright. Okay, you should be back where you were. Behind you, slow cars. What does that mean? This is the on-ramp I'm hitchhiking. Yeah, but this is what the cop told me to do. But here I am. Is that I'm not a murderous sign? That's a good one. I like that sign. Oh, thank you, Cloud. A little shade. Happened at the storage place last night? No ride. The guy that was supposed to drive me just bailed. Traffic on the other side of the road. No, this is the north on-ramp. Not sure if I ever told you that, but this spot stops for hitchhiking. I understand that. I was literally in the best spot in the world, the safest spot in the world for hitchhiking, and a cop's like, you can't hitchhike here. So he told me this is where I can hitchhike, so that's why I'm here, because a police officer told me to hitchhike here. Am I happy about it? No. But that's the situation. The laws are there for the safety of both vehicles and pedestrians. But the actual playout of the law means it's not safe for vehicles and pedestrians. So thank you for that law, Massachusetts. Oh, sorry. I haven't read everything in chat, so I missed that. It's time to hike. The thing is, I can't even walk on the highway. I can't walk anywhere down that way. There's no possible hitch. Well, it'll work given enough time. It just will take time. Crossbody thumbs, you like that? Walk a mile? Where would a mile get me? I can't walk anywhere. I can't walk 20 meters. Yeah. Why next to the lights? Because it's the only legal place I can do it. For anyone that's wondering why I'm hitchhiking here, because it's where I'm allowed to. I understand it's not the best spot. $4.95 on ramp. It's probably illegal. Route 138 is legal and a mile away. It's just awkward because I have to switch back. You can see me. It's just not ideal. They're saying Route 138's legal. The thing is, I'd have to wait now. Let me see. Can I walk? You know, I can walk that. I could do that. I could go to 138 and walk down that road. I bet it has no shoulder, but I could do it. Very busy. Like the 138's busy. Spot some time. If it sucks, then I'll try something different, but I do think this will work. It sucks, but I think this will work. She gave me a peace sign. That's nice of her. I think this will work. I was usually taking a decent spot, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. That's kind of your middle range. This spot kind of sucks, but that's life. So now in hindsight, I wish I didn't actually start hitchhiking with my thumb like that. At that service station, I wish I just kept asking people. Because the cop probably wouldn't have noticed it as much if I didn't actually have a sign and a thumb out. If I was just talking to people, it would have been a different story. Possibly. That's in hindsight. Hindsight's 2020. If we could all go back and change how we played out a situation, then well, we'd all be billionaires, wouldn't we? at them coming from both ways. Most of them are coming this way though. Possible to get a ride here? If I didn't think it was possible to get a ride here, I wouldn't be hitchhiking here. I've hitchhiked in places this not nice before, and it does work given enough time. So yes, it is possible to get a ride here. It's just not ideal, but that's life. Sometimes you're going to be put into non-ideal situations and you're going to have to deal with it. Things aren't always going to work out the way you want them to, but you have to deal with it. Thought someone was joining. That's not for a couple days. Is this spot safe for me? I think this spot's safe for me. The toll safety depends on where they pull over. It is safe for them to pull off the highway. They just have to do it. Or the road, not highway. That's awkward. Yeah, I understand it's hard for people coming from this way to see me. I just don't have a better choice. The majority of traffic's turning from this way, turning here, so I'm focusing most of my attention on catching drivers turning left here because that's where the majority of the cars are coming from. I do kind of get people turning right there, like right now. Turning left, so I'll catch these people here. But it's awkward. This is never going to work. Well, we're going to give it some time, and I'm going to say chances are you're going to be wrong. It might not work in the amount of time I'll give it. But given enough time, it'll work. So actually, no, you 100% are wrong. It just depends if I give it enough time or not. I honestly don't think this will take that long. It's just annoying that I had to get put in this situation. told by cop? It seems like it. But yeah, no matter what, because yeah, the cop outright said hitchhiking was banned in Massachusetts, which it's not, and I called him out on that. But once I did that, the dude's gonna. He's not gonna let me stay where I am. Now that I've called him out. I do think this will work. Especially with the people turning left here. They've got quite a bit of time to look at me and make a decision, especially when they have oncoming traffic. You're the hitchhiking king. But like, this thing about hitchhiking, no matter where you are, no matter what you look like, eventually someone will pick you up. It's just a matter of time. And the amount of time it takes on average in a particular spot is going to be based upon how you present yourself and what type of location you put yourself in. So this isn't the best location. I've been in worse locations before. So it'll work. Back to the Home Depot, get you there. I want to give this some time. My goal is to hitchhike around the United States, not twitch hike. It's not banned in Massachusetts, they just make it freaking difficult because they're they're gonna hassle you. Or that guy is. The harmonica like in Zelda. Does he play a harmonica? Doesn't he play like an ocarina? A few different instruments. Does he ever play a harmonica? But to the person offering me a ride, I do really appreciate that. That's extremely generous of you to offer to do that. And sorry for just passing that off like that. I just really want to try and people catching them on that side is really awkward. But still, the vast majority are coming from this side. So I'm prioritizing this traffic coming from these sides. Probably 80-ish degrees. I don't know, but there's a bit of a breeze. It's not too bad. Yeah, Europe's really good for hitchhiking. I didn't have long wait times either. For the most part, I didn't have any long wait times in Europe. Saying cool dude with your arm. They're not, but I do have a sign that kind of is a directional sign. Who says cool dude with a sign that says north? Where are you trying to get to? North. North. Twist and turn all over the place. Use your signal. You're not using your signal. Use your turn signal. Chance of rain tonight? Okay. Appreciate the info. We'll just have to deal with it. Have you been around America? Well, I've been through 29 states on this trip and I've picked up 154 times. I wouldn't say on average it's hard to get around America. I don't think it's any harder than anywhere else. That was nice. Did you hear that? Have a nice day. I like that. Good on him. Now the awkward backwards twisting body, twisted arms hit. Classic. You'd usually put the name of the next location you're going to on your card. Yeah, that's just, I've used this north sign since Arizona. So I like the reusability of directional signs. But yes, I understand maybe a Boston sign would work better here. I just don't feel like making a Boston sign. If it takes a while, maybe I'll stop, sit in this little median here, and make a Boston sign. I just don't feel like it. Are you sore from yesterday? I feel it a little bit. I wouldn't call myself, no, if I feel it, then yes, I'm sore. Which countries did you hitchhike through? Maluicoa. Which countries did you go through? 'Cause yeah, I did a big European trip in 2015. Curious where you went, how your experience was. That's the sign, north. Breeze feels nice, but it's tossing the cardboard around. Safety vest, I have a safety vest. I wear it in the evenings or at nighttime if I have to walk next to the road. I don't hitchhike at night, but if I have to be playing in traffic at night, I wear a high-vis vest. Sorry? Hitchhiking through all 50 states? Been through 29 so far. They're just driving past, like, stopped at the red light. What are you doing? The most casual conversation thing ever. So what are you doing? What are you up to? How's it going? Minnesota anytime soon. Well, a few weeks, so max a month. I still have to go through it. Haven't been there yet. Soon. How long has it been since I had Tim Hortons? Well, I've been in America 75 days. I actually saw one Tim Hortons just north of New York City, but I didn't go there because they didn't have anywhere to sit, and I had some time in the morning to kill, but I wanted a place to sit and pull out my laptop and do some things, so I didn't go there. honking? The worst state you've been to? I found hitchhiking in Alabama very annoying. In southern Alabama, they did not have any shoulders, and then on top of that, they had raised concrete curbs. So like, there's no way to pull off of the road safely, so hitchhiking becomes difficult. With that said, the people I met there were friendly. It's just, the hitchhiking is difficult because of the roads. See, and then I missed the car going that way because I'm catching the car going this way. Sucks. What you mean, but this on-ramp goes north. Pokemon, I don't play Pokemon Go, like I used to play Pokemon Go. Ever hitched a motorcycle? No, but I had one motorcycle pull over in Wyoming, and we tried to figure out if we could make it work, but we couldn't. With the backpack. He doesn't have a job, he's been hitchhiking around. I work back home in Canada, save up money, quit my job, travel. Go back to Canada, get a job, save up money, travel. Ever been to Boston? Yeah, last fall. I hitchhiked across Canada and then down through upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and Massachusetts on my way to Boston to fly to Asia. You'd walk up to the end of the triangle. I'm not going to test that cop. He specifically told me where to go. If I test him again, that cop seems on the power trippy side of things. So I could see him actually pulling me in. I'm doing exactly what he told me to do. Exactly what he told me to do. Not illegal in Indiana. It's fine in Indiana. Yes, I'm in a little triangle of land between people turning left and right onto the highway on ramp. At Hinch Live, show a little leg. I get that comment about like 10 times a day. About 10 times a day. It's a good comment. Had to make sure it was 11? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Sure, that'd be funny to have like a keychain or something that's a little leg. Show a little leg. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I like that. How'd you end up on Storage Wars? Well, I walked into Kentucky Fried Chicken, and these guys are like, asked me about his backpacking, and I said yes. And they're like, you want to help us load up a storage unit? I'm like, sure. And 7 hours later, they also promised me a ride to Boston. 7 hours later, I was just left at the storage unit. They're like, okay, see ya. Drive you to Boston. I don't know, the one guy just decided to peace out before we even finished. And he was the one driving me to Boston. Sneaking on behind me. Clever. I don't like this spot, but what can you do? Spot you're in. know, actually suggested another spot, but this spot is feasible. Just gotta give it some time. You've got your right turn signal on when you're not turning right. You've got your right turn signal when you're turning right. Tyler Wade, thank you for subscribing on the Twitch. Sorry, I probably missed some subs and stuff. It doesn't really show up well. I only pick it up when people spam my Ivan Chisel, thank you for subscribing to the Twitch Trackers and thank you for the support. I do apologize if I missed some stuff. Can I pitch a tent in the middle of the triangle to attract rides? I've already pitched a tent. I don't know why it's not helping them pick me up. At least it's not raining, that is correct.
Is that a GoPro?
It's a live stream. Yeah, good workout. Twisting like this again. It's a great way to stay fit. Good for you. But yes, is that a GoPro? I didn't feel like explaining it, so I'm just like, it's a live stream. I know that's not really the question he asked. But you can run a live stream through a GoPro. So saying it's a live stream doesn't mean it's not a GoPro, but it's not. Like, his light just turned green and he sat there at a green light asking me. I didn't feel like giving an in-depth description. No, it's a really old, ancient LG G4 running a live stream in glorious 360p, 700 bit rate, nothing but the best. high quality 360p live stream, nothing but the best. The state he started in Washington State, state of Maine, now Massachusetts. I mean, 29 states to get here. That's a Sunday, there's a parking ride? Yeah, that's what one of the cops was telling me about the parking ride. What? Oh, I'm hitchhiking through all 50 states. I've been through 29 so far. Yeah. I run a live stream. Thank you. Wow, you get a lot of questions. Everyone wants to talk to me while they're lighting stream. So much twisting and turning. Wow, I almost feel dizzy. Almost feel dizzy. I've already hitchhiked in Maine and Massachusetts before. I did that last fall. And Vermont and New Hampshire and upstate New York. So I had a good time in the Northeast. The problem is we're in the really urbanized section, like going up to Boston. Once you move inland and you get into rural highways and stuff, the hitchhiking was great. People were very friendly. I got rides quickly. I don't like really urbanized, established places like this. You vote for new sign? Well, too bad. You're not my mom. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to live my life. I'm a strong, independent hitchhiker. You said vote, not command? And I said, you're not my mom. You're not my mom! High quality Arizona carpet. I got this from Palm Springs, California. Right? That's California. This sign has been used for many rides. So is the east sign as well. And it's showing its age a little bit. It's a bit floppy, you know? Were you in Mass? I don't really know. Southern Mass? Here we go, boys.
Hey, whereabouts you headed to?
Huh? Going to Boston?
You going to Boston? Yeah, that's where I'm headed to. Okay. Alright, no, I'm documenting the process of hitchhiking, so I have this little camera thing. Is that something you're comfortable with?
What?
I'm documenting the process of hitchhiking, so I have a camera, and it's always on me documenting what's going on. It's a live stream. Is that something you're comfortable with?
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yeah, I don't want to be filmed myself, though.
I can film the road and myself, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Bag in the back?
Yeah, let me sit in the back.
Alright. Take me 1 sec.
I got a beard going. I'll be comfortable with that.
I have a live stream, so yeah, I can't have something moving, so I guess that won't work.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you for stopping, though. I really appreciate that.
Alright.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
He's drinking beer. I can't do that. Open container laws. Fuck. Sorry guys, I swore. That sucks. Back to the... He's going to Boston too. I gotta get a ride to Boston. Alright, back to the freaking hitchhiking in the bad spot. Why you gotta be drinking beer? Why you gotta do that? Why you do that? To drink and drive there? I don't know what Massachusetts open container laws are, but if someone, he had 2 beers sitting there, like ready to be opened, the dude's gonna be throwing back beers, and that's not something I want to be around. I've been around people drinking and driving, and it's not something I support or want to be around. Some states still have open container laws, I think, as long as you're under the legal limit. I could be wrong though. We can have open container in the car as long as you're not drunk. And your drunk level is 0.08. I do try to make this as safe for everyone, including myself, including the driver, and driving with someone drinking. It's illegal in all states? It might be. I'm on Twitch. Hitch_live. So what's your YouTube vlog? It's not a YouTube. It does suck losing a ride like that, but ideally that's, or like realistically, that's the best option in the situation. You can have an open container? Okay. seems like. But yeah, someone pulled over, which means, you know, if one person pulled over, that means another person will. Again, given enough time. So we just have to give it enough time. I don't know what she just said. She screamed something out the window. No, it was a small kid. It was like, the kid must have been 12 that yelled something out the window. I don't think a 12-year-old would be yelling, "Get a job" out the window. Albeit that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious if a 12-year-old did yell, "Get a job" out the window. I would like that. Can a 12-year-old please come do that? That would be great. But a shirt would be cool. Aren't I supposed to get a shirt when I get partnered? Is that a thing you're supposed to get? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I think someone has yelled "Get a job" before. Little do they know. I'm a Twitch partnered streamer now. Yay. I made it. I do have an address associated with my Twitch account. I would just have to get it sent there, then I'd have to have that relayed towards me. You have to give them an address. Yeah, I make more money than you, buddy. See, the thing is, I don't know that. And making baseless claims just to spite someone is kind of petty. Also, that's a pretty douchey thing to say. Or stuck up, or I don't know, what word am I looking for? Just to yell at someone that you make more money than them. See ya, Joe. For the money? No, I literally did this with the sole intention of showing people what hitchhiking's like, live as it happens. That was the extent of my plans for this channel. It's grown a lot since then. I started 75 days ago with 0 followers, and my mom watching. That's about it. But I was in a wonderful place. And then the cop told me I couldn't be there and forced me to come here into a safe that's not safe for a car to really pull over. But this is where I'm legally allowed to do it according to the Massachusetts State Police, so that's why I'm doing it here. Ever gonna write a book on hitchhiking? I don't know. That was a different one than the one that gave me the ride. He took me from a good place to a horrible place. Because he was a state police officer. That was a local police officer. Did I just get a donation? I didn't hear anything. Hexatronic, thank you for the donation. And Velociraptor, thank you for subscribing. I do want to recognize donation and stuff. It's just it doesn't, donations don't pop up on my thing. Hexatronic, thanks for the $3 donation. How did you experience hitchhiking in Norway? Since it's my home country, I would imagine it's hard. Never done it here myself. Actually, hitchhiking in Norway went pretty smoothly, albeit the roads weren't the best for hitchhiking. They don't have really good shoulders on the highway. But the people were super friendly and everyone spoke beautiful English. I hitchhiked from Bergen to Trondheim, then east of the city. Hey, how's it going? North direction Boston and beyond. Yeah. I don't know, but the whole purpose, I run a live stream that's called Hitch Live. I hitchhike and I live stream it. That's the whole thing I do, is I hitchhike. Yeah, just because I enjoy hitchhiking and for the purpose of the channel. Were you gonna give me money for an Uber? Yeah, that's really generous of you. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping though. Hey, have a great day. All right, thanks. Thank you. Trevor, I'll give you a card. Been through 29 states so far. Going through all 50s. Yeah. Have a good one. I've done it in 25 countries and picked up over 850 times in my life. I just hitchhike. Oh yeah, on this trip 154 people have stopped on this trip. It's not a good spot here. I was in a great spot and a state cop pulled over and said, no, you can't hitchhike here. Pulled me here and told me that this is where I'm legally allowed to hitchhike and I can't walk anywhere. It's the last cop thought it was, and I told him it's not because I did my research. It's illegal in 5 states, but not this one. And he checked it, and yeah, it's not illegal. He said I couldn't be on state highway property, which he said I was on before. So, like I'll let myself eat okay, but like I sleep in a tent a lot of nights. The channel has grown enough where like people donate me money and like donate me motel rooms and stuff like that, which is crazy to me. So it's been a lot of fun because this is the first time I've documented it, and it's been day 75 on this trip. Here's that my hitchhiking has just been fun. I like that unknown nature of it. It's fun. Every day is a question mark. Who's gonna stop? Where are you gonna end up?
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. Have a great evening. He was gonna give me money for an Uber to Boston. What a cool guy. Thanks for the sub, Mr. Octoid. Welcome to the Twitch Regulars. I appreciate that support. Thank you. Oh, no, here's the police. Let's see what they say this time. That's the definition. But I'm not past that. Okay, so I can stand for it's not the same thing. We'll see. Officer Power Trip's back. All right, have a good one. You cunt. Now what? He said, I'm trying to get north. You bring me? Thank you so much. No, I'm documenting the process, so I have this camera thing. Is that something you're comfortable with? It doesn't have to be on you, just on me.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay?
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
That guy's been hassling me all day.
Sorry, man. That sucks. She drove by you earlier and said you're headed to Boston. You're headed that way?
Yeah, I'm headed to Boston.
You're our motivation to go to Boston. We were trying to figure out what to do, so we'll do that.
I'm actually trying to bypass Boston.
Oh, really?
And head up straight north past it, but wherever. Where are you guys headed?
Where exactly?
Like, I'm going to Vermont.
Okay.
Right now to meet a friend. Like, I'm actually hitchhiking through all 50 states is the goal on this trip.
Really?
Yeah, I've been through 29 so far.
Good for you. Yeah, I'll turn around, but I can't just listen to you. Right? What's your name?
Trevor. What's
Trevor,
yours?
I'm Pete.
Pete.
Nice to meet you.
Hi Trevor, I'm Amy.
Amy, nice to meet you.
You've done 29, huh?
29 on this trip and picked up, I think you ride 155 on the trip.
Wow.
Started in Washington State. This is the first time I've documented hitchhiking, but I've hitchhiked in 25 countries now.
Wow.
And then my total ride count's about 850 in my life.
Wow.
I just wanted to show people what hitchhiking is like, which is why I have the camera thing going on.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. But man, I've been struggling with Massachusetts since I crossed from Rhode Island today with the police.
Really? What do they say? Is
So,
it illegal to hitchhike?
It's not though.
Yeah.
So I was there's like a service station on the 24, just like, I don't know, less than a mile away.
Yeah.
And I was hitchhiking there, and then this cop that just hassled me there stopped there, and he's like, "You can't hitchhike in Massachusetts, it's illegal." I'm like, "It's not. I did my research. It's illegal in 5 states.
I didn't think it was. Yeah.
It's illegal in 5 states actually.
Which states?
It's Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Delaware, and New Jersey." And I told him
good to
that.
know.
Yeah. So I'm not hitchhiking in those states. But says it's not illegal in Massachusetts. So I asked him for like the state legislature that said you can't hitchhike in.
Good for you, man.
And then he went back and he's like, "Yeah, due to a technicality, you're correct. It's not illegal to hitchhike in Massachusetts, but this is state-owned property, so you can't hitchhike here." So now he's been hassling me all day because I called
Oh
him
my
up.
God. That's ridiculous. They got nothing
So he
better to
he
do.
actually threatened to arrest me there.
Really?
Yeah.
Just then?
Yeah, just then.
Well, we saw the lights. We were gonna give you.
Turned around to look
Yeah.
for you. He went onto the
We
highway.
were gonna
Yeah.
give you a ride, but then there was a car pulled there, and you were talking to someone. We're like, "Looks like you got a ride already." So I
That
guess
guy
we
was
won't go
drinking
to-
and driving.
Oh.
I never accept those rides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
for you, man.
How
Yeah.
did you know he was drinking and driving?
He had 2 beers open next to him, and he just cracked one.
Oh, jeez.
He's lucky he didn't get in trouble.
Yeah,
by
I
that
know.
Cop that was right there.
Exactly. Yeah. So are you guys just local? You were just driving around?
Yeah, well, I was
Literally
coming
lived
back from
right
the
near where
store,
you were, and she was coming back from the store and saw you.
And I saw you, and I just told him I'll be home in a minute. So I was like, you know what? If I can get him to get out today, because we were just kind of being lazy before
Yeah.
we kick off a crazy week of work. I said maybe we'll go north and we'll give that guy a ride.
It's just.
And you were still there, so I was like, well, I guess let's go north.
Oh man.
And
And
then we changed our plan. We saw the white car drive out.
Yeah.
I guess you got a ride.
Actually, oh, and the white car, that was a different guy. He offered to pay for an Uber to wherever I wanted to go to.
Really?
That was nice.
And that was extremely generous of him. My channel is called Hitch Live. I hitchhike and I stream it because I actually enjoy the process of hitchhiking, and I can't take an Uber to Boston. But like, so generous of him. Yeah.
That's kind of against what you're doing.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
But like,
Well,
so
you're
generous.
You're legit hitchhiking. So
Yeah.
like you don't accept any of that. You just.
And I've had, like, with the community I've grown or developed from this channel, people will quite often offer me rides, and I have accepted a couple times, but I've done it like I think 11 times out of 150 some odd rides this trip. But I really try to do everything by hitchhiking because that's what the core of this channel is about, is showing people the experience of hitchhiking and all its little intricacies, including getting hassled by the police there, who's on a bit of a power trip, but that's okay.
Why is it you say it's probably worse in Mass than most states? Would you say? Or-
Well, based off my experience today, but that was just one police officer. I can't extrapolate that to a whole state just because of one guy. So it's just sometimes you get people that like to be in control. And I called him out on. So after I called him out, I think he's just like out to get me.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Wow, you must have seen a lot. Other countries.
PDX Duck, thank you for the $25 donation. Favorite country? I can never narrow it down to one, so I narrow it down to like 3.
Yeah.
And it's based off of my experience hitchhiking there, so for different people it's obviously going to be different. But that's Ireland, Croatia, and Japan. Yeah. I really like hitchhiking in small rural areas, and like Ireland was such a cool experience hitchhiking from small town to small town. I rarely went without a place to stay every night from either people who picked me up hitchhiking or people I met at a pub in a small town. You'd have your big backpack with a bunch of cardboard sticking out of it, and it's like their afternoon social thing is to go to like the pub, and they want to like, they see this guy with the big backpack and cardboard, and they're like, what is this guy doing in my small local pub? So they'd come up and approach you and talk, and yeah, you'd end up with a place to stay and some great conversation. So Ireland was great for that. And then Japan was some of the quickest hitchhiking I've ever done in my life because they were extremely curious.
what I was doing. I'm clearly not from Japan, right? So, so like, what is this guy doing here? Yeah.
Here, you stand out. Like,
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Oh yeah, did I tell you? I'm actually Canadian.
Oh, you're Canadian?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
No, you didn't say that.
Okay, no, forgot to mention.
Cool.
We might have to let you
Yeah.
your new policy.
Too funny, man.
Did forget to
What do you
mention.
think of Donald Trump?
I can't say I'm a supporter, but I try to not get too political in the channel because everyone just starts fighting.
Sure, yeah.
No matter,
It's
because
all everything up, yeah.
everyone has their opinions, and
Chaos.
then it just everyone freaks out because they'll all start fighting amongst
That's
each
what
other.
brings masculinity.
A lot of the folks that pick you up, do they try to talk politics or religion?
You know, I thought, because it's kind of still the hot topic, I thought Donald Trump would be like, everyone would be like, so that Trump guy. But honestly, I think people are just exhausted from talking about it
Right,
by
yeah.
now. Like when he first got elected, sure, I'm guessing everyone would have brought it up. But on this trip, like barely anyone actually has. I think they're just exhausted. Whatever side you're on, we're tired of talking about it. Which maybe isn't good, as far as like just being like, because you know, if you want change, then you should actually push to
Actually talk about it, yeah, right.
But like people are exhausted.
Right, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Just turn on the TV, it's there.
There's a lot going on in Boston this week, I think.
Is there?
What day is the 30th?
Uh,
It's coming up. Oh, maybe that's next weekend. But there's going to be a big march in Boston on the
Is there?
30th,
Okay.
You'll be long gone by then, probably.
for
You'll be
Yeah.
immigration
Probably.
and whatnot.
yeah.
probably in Vermont.
I have to, yeah, my friend's coming there on the on Wednesday. What are we at? Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday now.
So, I got a couple days to get there, but I'm not going to be stopping anywhere too long. Don't want to leave them hanging by themselves.
Right.
Usually I hitchhike by myself. This is actually the first time I'm taking someone on for more than like a little day zip with hitchhiking, more to like check off on their bucket list that they tried hitchhiking. So they're actually going to come from Vermont to Portland, Maine, then hitchhike back down to Boston, and then they'll go home from there, and I'll head inland from there.
So are you guys going to do that together?
Yeah, we're going to hitch together.
Cool. I wonder how that works. You've done that, right? In groups?
Just-
It's
just-
harder to get picked up.
Depends on the composition. 2 guys is very difficult, both for space reasons, and people are scared to pick up 2 guys, and I understand that. How that usually works is usually it's one person driving, and they'll pick up the hitchhiker. But like, if there's 2 guys, it's a guy next to them and a guy behind them, and you don't know them; they're complete strangers. It's intimidating having 2 strangers next to you and behind you.
Right.
That's intimidating. So that they're scared, or they don't feel safe picking up 2 guys. 1 guy, 1 girl. Again, space reason will be a little bit more difficult because sometimes there's not really room for 2 people plus gear. But I think they see you as a couple, so they feel a little bit safer in that.
Yeah.
Also, as far as if there's a girl hitchhiking, you being seen as a couple helps as far as getting the creepy vibes from people. Because I have talked to girls who hitchhike solo, and they will get some interesting vibes, but they turn down a lot of rides based off of their gut and you know, any kind of red flags they get from talking to someone before they get into the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, hitchhiking with 2 guys is pretty slow though.
What's your channel called?
It's hitch_live. I'll give you a business card actually.
Yeah.
I've got a
Absolutely. For you, that's awesome.
which I think is funny. This is actually the 2nd generation of business cards. The first one said my name, Trevor Danilic Hitchhiker, but because the channel's grown enough and it's become sustainable, I don't have another job now because I quit it to do this trip and I saved up money, so it's Trevor Danilic Professional Hitchhiker.
Professional hitchhiker, that's fabulous.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
Very cool. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you guys as well. I usually have really high spirits, even if it's taking a long time to hitchhike, but that cop was bumming me out.
Well, yeah, you've got to have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Right? It's just, I mean, that's the first word that
Yeah,
comes to mind.
you will
Patience.
you will
It's like
never
quality.
enjoy hitchhiking if you're not patient.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the worst thing in the world if you're impatient.
Super test to that.
Yeah.
For sure. Wow.
Have you ever picked anyone up before?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I have.
I have too.
Yeah.
A few people. Not many. It's probably
Yeah.
maybe like given like 2 people rides maybe.
Well, we both lived in Boston for decades.
Okay.
We didn't.
You don't see many
They
people
picked
in.
us up
Yeah.
and everyone else,
Yeah.
but,
For a while,
you know,
yeah.
living outside of the city, I've definitely picked a couple of folks up that looked like they really needed a ride. They were in a tough spot.
Mhm.
But But
Well, that's-
we had a German Shepherd that was very protective.
Okay, yeah.
So,
time,
yeah, then I had to stop picking people up and giving rides.
She wouldn't let anyone in the
Yo.
car. It wouldn't
Really?
be fair to somebody. Yeah, she would
Wow.
eat you right. You know, she's extremely protective of us, and you know,
Yeah.
people approaching us. So that we would never do that. There'd been times where we were like, oh, it's too bad. Kaya would never let that
Yeah.
happen. Where you know we saw people hitching that we would have given them. A
Mm-hmm.
It would have been safer for us to keep driving than give them a ride.
Wow.
For them, yeah.
For them.
What would have been the process for them to like meet the dog and them the dog being comfortable having?
It would never happen. You know, it's.
Did anyone
We
kind
never-
of
we
brought into the
never
inner circle?
attempted it,
Yeah.
So
She
you know,
was
it's
just
hard to
very
say.
aggressive.
Yeah, and she was aggressive. She was very sweet to us.
Yeah.
But, you know, just
She was
like
doing her job 24/7.
Yeah.
yeah, big time. Yeah, she was just
She couldn't
protecting
differentiate
us, you know,
friend
and
from
it-
bro.
yeah, in you know close quarters in a car, it just probably wouldn't have been a good idea. You know, so we just never attempted. So it's hard to
Oh,
say
okay. Yeah. Okay.
how long it would take for her to like ease up and realize, hey, this person isn't a threat. But
Yeah. But like in your own home or something like that, when you have friends over, is it still protective, or is that like a bit of a different environment
not
where?
as bad, but you
Yeah.
kind of had to just be careful, you know. Of things,
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, she was a liability for sure in that sense.
Yeah.
But also, you know, a
Like
great,
super caring and loving towards you guys, like
exactly. Yeah, she was
as
unbelievable.
close of a bond as possible to
Really.
just you guys. Yeah.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I only hitchhiked once, and I felt like the universe sent me a very clear message: don't do it again with me.
Yeah.
But
Was it out of necessity, or did you choose to?
no, I was 18, and my godmother, my aunt, sent my best friend and I to Aruba, and we
Okay.
had never been out of the country, and you know, we were very studious. We didn't really do a lot of wild and crazy things. So when we got to Aruba, like most people do when they get to an island, they're like, let's go crazy. So we said, let's do a whole bunch of things that we would never do back in the States. So one of them on our list was hitchhiking.
Yeah.
So we were walking for a while, and we were walking down this really desolate street. It was just a bunch of sand dunes, and it was really hot. So I'm like, all right, it's time. Let's hitchhike our way to whatever beach we were going to.
Yeah.
And this fella picked us up. He was a restaurant owner, a Chinese restaurant owner, and it seemed fine at first, but then I just like I was like really listening to what he was saying, and I was like, I think he wants us to come back and be the mother of his child, and like he was
Oh.
letting us know that, you know, his wife just left, and he's got this child, and he's running a restaurant, and you know, if we were interested, if we wanted to stay, we could, you know, basically mother his child. and it was just, it got creepier and creepier.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was like, oh my god, hey Don, let's get out of here. So we were like, you know what, this is good. We're gonna stop
Yeah.
here and walk the rest of the
Perfect.
way.
Yeah, I've withdrawn myself from a few cars. Usually it's due to like them starting to drink or some drug situation, or they're just horrible drivers. That's the scariest I felt hitchhiking, is due to people's aggressive driving or distracted driving or inebriated driving. That's been the scariest thing for me, directly related to hitchhiking, is people's driving.
Wow, that's been the biggest threat.
Wow.
It literally, yeah.
Wow.
And one time on
That's
this
right.
trip, I got shot at because I was setting up my tent, and this guy decided to test out a new gun, and it was nighttime. But I was setting up my tent directly behind the sign, and he decided to go to this dead end road and shoot at this sign, and I was setting my tent right behind that sign.
Oh no.
So after one shot, I was like 99% sure this guy didn't know I was there. So if I made it known I was there, he would stop shooting at me because there's a human there, and I don't think his intention was to shoot someone. He just wasn't really practicing safe gun firing procedures of knowing what you're shooting at.
Inspecting the area
Yeah.
first.
So I like called out, turned on my headlamp, and then he's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were there." I'm like, "Sure, I'm gonna stand behind you. Continue shooting your gun, but I'm gonna stand behind you. Thank you very much."
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that's crazy.
What was one of the scariest kind of trips that you ever took when you were hitchhiking?
Scariest mentally going in, was in 2015 I wanted to hitchhike around the world. So I hitchhiked across Canada, then all around Europe for 4 months, then across Russia. And I always had Russia looming on the trip because I wanted to go like east until there was no more east. And Russia is your easiest opportunity to do that because east of Europe you've got Russia, you've got the Middle East. So I chose Russia. But that intimidated me because everyone, the whole trip is like, you're hitchhiking through Russia, you shouldn't do that. And like that's not safe to hitchhike across Russia. And I had all this negative reinforcement in my head for like the 4 or 5 months before the Russian part of my trip of people being like, that's not gonna go well hitchhiking across Russia. It actually went okay except for the language barrier. The hitchhiking was easy there, the people were friendly to me. I just couldn't communicate to them that well. Like I got a mobile data SIM so I could voice translate. But I was scared going into that because I've had 4 or 5 months of people telling me you're gonna get killed in Russia, essentially like that. Yeah, and it's hard to let not get intimidated by that constant negative. I don't know, motivation.
The overall experience was a good one.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
It's good. Yeah, great.
I honestly haven't had a bad experience in any country I've hitchhiked in. Every country I've hitchhiked in has been positive in my mind. And you go to so many places and people are like, oh, why are you hitchhiking here? No one picks up hitchhikers and no one hitchhikes. It's not going to work here. And it works everywhere you go. It works everywhere you go.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to check out the channel. I'm gonna be watching you all
And
over the place
like,
now, man.
yeah, like
I'll be
almost.
like, yeah, I'm bored. See where Trevor's at. That's cool. Definitely cool.
And like, there's an Instagram attached which shows all the different types of people that pick me up as I go along the way. Then there's a saved VODs, videos on demand of all the different types of people who've picked me up along the way. So like, it's all logged, and I can call back on it and like essentially recreate a documentary if I want to. Albeit it's in very low resolution because I run off Verizon and it's not always the best if you go into rural areas.
Yeah, right.
Or even sometimes in urban areas it's not the best, but
Right, yeah.
but that's the technology you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Traffic here.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm running
Oh,
into
it's
traffic.
alright. Hey, so Boston for
Yeah.
this evening.
Yeah.
That was your plan. That was your hopes to get.
That's
there?
just in the right direction.
Right.
Like cities are annoying to get out of hitchhiking wise.
Got you.
So, if you drop me off somewhere within transit range of Boston, I might just transit right through to North Boston because that's the direction I'm gonna head. Get to outside the city and like camp or whatever the night, and then
Like,
hitchhike
ideally,
north
where
out.
would you want to be this evening? Where would you want to end up?
So what do we got for time? I don't hitchhike at night. Probably gets dark. What, 8:30ish here?
Yeah.
8:30, 9. So I got 3 hours.
There's like this. What part of Vermont are you going to?
Montpellier. It's a French-sounding name, but I understand I'm probably saying that wrong based off. Do you know? It's kind of
Ideally,
north.
Like, best case scenario.
So
You'd
once
make
I
it
get
there.
through Boston,
If we gave you a ride there, that'd be great.
well, that's way too far away.
Oh, it is. So what is it, like Canada? Why? Up there? Like,
It's getting close to Canada, I think. But like, so past Boston, I'm trying to get like to Manchester and Concord, and then up the interstate that way. But that's way around Boston. I don't want you to take me that far.
Oh, I see. Manchester right here.
yeah,
yeah.
that would kind of defeat the purpose. Like, you gotta like experience what's in between, right?
Also, that's just so far out of your way. You're just going up for a Sunday drive.
Only an hour.
But then you got to drive back too.
Manchester, New Hampshire is only an hour, and then Montpellier.
Yeah, like
from
we're down. I
there-
mean, it's
So-
cool. I think it's cool. I think this is
Really?
very interesting, man.
Okay.
So, like, whatever,
If you-
whatever you want.
'cause
like I want, like, it is gonna get dark.
Yeah.
I want you to be, I know
Okay.
you're gonna be okay, but I mean, and we were literally like, we had nothing to do. I had
Okay.
been out of the house today. We've been working around the house, and then she stepped
Yeah.
out to get her sister a present. But
Okay,
and
like-
she came back and she's like, you gotta come out, and she didn't even mention you. And then we drove by, and I'm like, should we give this guy a ride? He's going to Boston. And we're contemplating going to Boston.
Oh, okay.
So that's how it all. Hey,
Huh.
anyway.
Okay.
But, yeah, we're down. Like,
Because I'm coming back through Boston, so I'm really trying to bypass it right now. Like
Yeah,
if you're down to take me there, I'd love to
Yeah.
ride with you guys.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I mean, do you want to put it in the GPS?
Yeah,
So that,
I did. I'll give the directions. We'll just keep going towards Boston and take that
Cool.
fort.
Hey.
that'd be great. Do you have a place? Like, where are you going to stay when you get there?
I'm gonna scout out the town. If there's a lot of green space, I camp. If there's not, I have money behind the trip where I can pay for a hotel if I need to. I always have money behind my trips, so if a place doesn't look appealing, it'll probably be around dark by the time we get there. Then I just I bail myself out with safe accommodation at night. That's how I do my trips.
Good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
But hey, like, thank you so much, guys. That's extremely generous of you. And
Pleasure. We'll go. We'll
yeah.
plan
We've been a little bit lost. We used to do a lot when we had our dog, Kai.
Yeah.
She was the best, and every day we just always were on the go with her, and every vacation was always geared towards what she would like the best.
Mhm.
We always tried to get her doing things that like no other dogs would do, or we would think about doing with the dog. But yeah, we lost her over a year ago.
I'm
and
sorry.
We've been in a weird funk
Yeah.
transition. Like we don't know what to do with ourselves
Mhm.
anymore.
It's weird. Our
So-
life revolves around that dog.
Like,
Like,
Yeah.
literally, and then
What
after
do
she was
people
gone, we're
do?
like,
Like we try going for walks, you know, on
And
trails,
it's just-
and it's just like
Yeah.
it's not the same anymore. You
Yeah.
know, like we used to just take so much enjoyment out of seeing her.
Yeah.
You know, be so excited. She used to get so excited about going for walks, and we'd bring her on, you know, scenic trains
Mhm.
and all kinds of stuff. She was the best.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
should we, we're going to take the Mass Pike west. I'm just thinking because 93 Mass Pike, like you headed towards like,
Keep left to continue on I-93 north.
if you're headed towards Vermont, you go Mass Pike to 89 to up that way, right? Like 89 is off the Mass Pike, I believe.
This is 93 the whole way, but if you
Oh
wanna
yeah,
go,
we can do that
if you
too.
want to go 89, let me see. I don't even know
I'm
if
just
we catch
curious
that.
whether, yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
like a straight shot,
mhm. Cool.
and 89 is. It starts up here, but that's even
Yeah, it's-
further than Manchester.
Yeah, cool. We'll stay on 93.
Might be a little sticky, but
Traffic wise, I guess there'd be traffic either way, 93 or 90. Good. And so when you go back home, it's to Canada?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Near Vancouver, West
Okay.
Coast. Yeah.
Very nice over
Yeah,
there. I
it's
hear.
beautiful,
I
yeah.
haven't been.
Yeah.
We've got to go.
You should. Now you've got a connection out on the
No
west
doubt,
coast of
man.
Canada. Yeah, and that's how I started the trip. I'm actually from Vancouver Island, which is right next to it, and the capital of British Columbia, Victoria. There's a ferry from there to Port Angeles, northern Washington State, and that's how I started this trip. Took the ferry to the United States and started the trip there. Actually, the very first day of this trip, I guess this is another hot topic. Is in Canada, I'd never shot a gun before, not because I have no interest in it, I just was not around them. But on day one of Hitchhiking America, I got like my third ride. This guy picked me up, I lost connection, they offered me a place to stay for the night, and then they showed me some of their guns, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've never shot a gun before, and they're like, well, do you want to? I just thought that was the most stereotypical way to start a trip around America. Here's some guns.
What kind of gun did you shoot?
It was just a 22 pistol and 22 rifle, so very good introductory guns.
Did you shoot at any targets?
Yeah, we went out to some bluffs and brought some targets with us, and I liked the pistol. It was fun. Albeit at 22, you don't even feel it. Like there's no. It feels like shooting a pellet gun essentially.
The rifle was different, right? Like,
Again, well, you don't feel any kick because it's 20. It's such a small.
It's only a 22.
Yeah. But it was cool. He showed me how to handle the gun, how to handle it properly, which I think the education part is important. Shouldn't just handle a gun all willy-nilly. I just thought that was hilarious. Yeah. Oh. And do you both live and work around where you? You said you live where you picked me up. Do you live work around there too?
I do. I work 5 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
As of like last week, we just switched offices to another office that was like 5 minutes away.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
So that's very nice. But I was working remote
Yeah.
And that was awesome. So now they're like, all right, we want you back in at the office. So this past week I was in the office. So it was
Okay.
shots of the systems. So
Yeah.
just getting used to that. But Amy works in Woods Hole.
Yeah.
Woods
all the way
Hole.
down. Have you been down to the Cape? Cape Cod?
That's like way out east, right?
Way south.
Oh, south.
So you know
Oh,
how,
okay.
There's
So-
the heel of Massachusetts. It like spikes out a little bit.
I think so.
It's no. Well, I mean, it's not that far from Rhode Island. It's the most southern point of Massachusetts.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
but a little tip. So, okay.
Seashore towns.
Yeah.
So I work in this little seashore town called Woods Hole, and it's right by. Have you heard of Martha's Vineyard?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes.
So you'd go to Woods Hole to take the ferry to Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, okay.
I work
Oh,
at
okay.
the Marine Biological Laboratory. So
Oh,
down
okay.
there.
Yeah.
So
That sounds like a cool
it's a hike,
place to work.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome. I'm in HR. So
Yeah.
the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute.
Yeah.
So people often confuse those, but we do some pretty awesome, biology at the MBL. So.
That's really cool.
Yeah, they're studying Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's. All kinds of
Okay.
And I manage HVAC technicians.
HVAC. Okay. Yeah.
All around the remote.
This is what you're doing full time now, right?
Now, yeah, it's sustainable. I can travel full time as a job if I want to. I won't be able to hitchhike full time for like a career forever. Like I'm gonna burn out. Is essentially what's gonna happen because it's a tiring way of traveling, right? But I can transition it into other things. I think it can be a general travel channel long term and still come back to the core idea of hitchhiking. Always call back to it on occasion. Just like you burn out from hitchhiking. I love the process, but it's exhausting. It's an exhausting way of traveling.
What do you think is the most exhausting part of the process that's sort of draining?
I don't know. Like, it's just, you have to kind of be, well, especially with the live streaming, I'm on all day. I stream anywhere, like for a full travel day, I stream up to 15, and I think my longest stream's 15, just under 16 hours long. And you have people watching you the whole time, and you're also hitchhiking, and you're interacting with people picking you up hitchhiking, and you're trying to stay safe the whole time, or playing with traffic essentially. You're next to traffic all the time. So your brain always has to be actively in for the live stream, talking and communicating, but also you're dealing with the traveling and dealing with travel problems. You get dropped off in a new city. How do you get out of that city? Where do you go? How do you do that safely? Where's a good spot to hitchhike? I try to do it as safe as possible for both me and the car picking me up and all the cars driving down that road.
Right, like that was just an example of two no-goes,
Yeah.
right back there.
Yeah.
Like, that were people considering giving you a ride, and you were like, no, that's not me. So your judgment,
Yeah.
you're constantly,
Yeah.
wow, that's demanding.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then and then like the sun goes down and I walk into the woods and I set down my tent and I sleep, and then I start again the next morning. With that said, like past 3 nights I was put up by a guy in Newport, Rhode Island that I met at a Thai food restaurant. That was my server, and he offered me a place to stay. I ended up staying there for 3 nights. Like that's a great, like I got really good sleep in a bed in a house with air conditioning, which you don't get in a tent. So like you do get opportunities like that to recharge your batteries, your energy, and I need like a day off every once in a while just to
No doubt.
recharge that. Because for most part on the stream, like I stream like 7 days a week. Like you don't really get much time off, but like now that I've done it for longer, this is day 75, I need to start giving myself a day a week on average, at least, just to recharge, because it can be exhausting. Can be exhausting for sure.
How old are you?
How old do you guys think I am, out of curiosity?
I'm trying to look at you. I'm trying to focus on driving.
But yes, you have an important task to do.
I'll focus. I'll let
Yeah.
you answer. I'm like,
Yeah.
I would
26?
Okay.
say mid-20s.
I'm 24.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, I just turned 24 like 4 days ago.
Happy belated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I hitchhiked on my birthday. I made a sign that said, "It's my birthday."
It's my birthday. Can I have a ride?
um,
Do you think a lot of people that see you, do you think there's assumptions they're making about you, or have
Oh, yeah,
people
for sure.
shared assumptions about what's going on with you and why you're doing what you're doing?
Yeah, and you see a lot of people that drive past you. Like I do try to make eye contact with people as I drive past, and you see a lot of people that look like disappointed in you, or like some people even look angry. I don't understand the anger part, but like they are making assumptions of you. Hitchhiking is held in a very negative light in the general populace.
Yeah.
Like they consider it a very dangerous thing to do. It's a very dangerous thing to pick up hitchhikers. You're seen as like almost like the scum of the earth in their mind. I don't think I am. Yeah. So and you see their reactions reflect that. Not everyone, and a lot of people, even if they can't pick you up, they'll wave at you, they'll give you a thumbs up, they'll be very friendly with you. But there's a significant portion of the population that sees hitchhiking in a very negative light, and they show you that, whether voluntarily or not. They just look disturbed with your existence.
You can tell by looks and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Probably,
yeah.
Sure. Some people probably shy away and look away.
Yeah,
pretend
people.
You're not there.
Yeah, the closer you get to cities,
Like
the.
you're at a light there where you
Yeah.
set up.
With that said, people that weren't taking that on ramp but were driving through and stopped at that light, so many people stopped and they like rolled down the road like, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing here?
And then like they've got like 10 seconds. I'm like, I don't know how to explain this. I'm live streaming hitchhiking, and they're like, "Oh." I'm like, I don't know. Do you want to have a full conversation? You'd have to pull over to do this because it's going to take a little bit of time to explain what I'm doing. And then they'd sit there at a green light. I'm like, your light's green. Everyone's behind you wanting you to go. You can come back and say hi, but.
Funny, man.
Now, are you, would you consider yourself a foodie? Because you've been all over the world.
See, on most of my trips, on this trip I've actually eaten quite well, but on all my other trips I was so frugal. I ate out of grocery stores and I dumpster dived for food, and I kept my expenses so low that I didn't eat good food. I eat like bread and subsidized foods in whatever country I was in. So you don't experience the local cuisine, you just experience bread and peanut butter if they have it. They don't really have it in Europe that much, but
Wow, man, you felt it, for sure.
but on this trip I have had the opportunity, because of the stream and stuff like that, to actually enjoy the culinary experience, not just make it physically, mentally like enough food to satiate yourself where you have enough energy, but you don't actually get enjoyment out of it. Like food for me on other trips was a necessity that I didn't enjoy the process of intaking. Like you just need energy.
Like
but
that alone would make it not sustainable.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like.
And if I like once this like on the start of this trip I was being fairly frugal, but as it's grown I'm like, I'm gonna burn out with the streaming and the hitchhiking unless I make it more enjoyable for myself on a day-to-day basis. And eating enjoyable food is one thing that I really do enjoy, and it makes it so much more like just on a day-to-day basis. If I get a good meal at the end of the day, mentally that's just so great. Like
We should go to. Want to come to dinner with us?
I'd go to dinner with you guys.
Like,
Yeah.
We'll get you someplace.
Okay.
We'll get you on your way, and then because we're gonna eat.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we're gonna do. She's like, why don't we go out and get, like we hardly ever eat pizza. But
Yeah.
when we do eat pizza, it's really good. So,
Yeah.
Like, there are a few places that we had in mind where we're gonna
Okay.
set this particular trip up.
Okay.
And we're kind of revolving around those pizza places, but I'm sure we can find something. You know?
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be pizza either. You know, whatever you feel like.
I love pizza. Even bad pizza is good pizza in my mind.
Well, so we eat for our blood type, and then we eat very specific during the week, and so
Yeah.
pizza, it really isn't anything that we maybe eat it a couple times a year, but
Oh, it's like a total cheap thing,
it's a pretty
like
big thing in the
yeah.
Boston area.
I've
Actually,
heard,
it's probably
yeah.
a pretty big thing in
Yeah.
the U.S.
yeah.
Yeah, so we every once in a blue moon we'll go and go far to get really good pizza.
Okay. like if you know a place on the way, like we don't have to go to wherever you're taking me, Manchester, to get pizza. If you know a good place, we can stop on the way.
The North End. Have you been to the North End?
I briefly stopped in Boston last fall before a trip to Asia. I hitchhiked to Boston from
You should
Uh,
see the North End.
Yeah.
In the North End?
If we're gonna get
Okay.
pizza, we'll get it in the North End.
Okay.
We'll get. I just
We'll
gotta
get
get
you
over
to
there.
Manchester afterwards.
Yeah, we'll go
Awesome.
there. We may as well, because that's an experience.
Okay, that's
awesome.
I'm
That'll be
excited.
cool.
That's great.
Good call, man. I know I'm going to just, yeah, we're good. We got it. I'm glad that was good. We
And
made
that
a
was
quick decision
that was good
there.
time. Like we had to take
It
this
was
exit.
perfect
Yeah. Okay.
timing.
All right.
Back in the day when I lived in Boston, you experienced Boston through my taste buds, and I grew up,
Yeah.
you know, South Shore, you know, just a very sort of, I don't know, bland diet.
Mhm.
But Boston actually has incredible restaurants, incredible chefs. There's
Mhm.
really, I mean, I don't know, it's an amazing place to kind of, I don't know, venture around with your taste buds. So
Yeah.
I had opportunities I wouldn't have ever had
Mhm.
to eat at some of like the finest restaurants, and then restaurants
That's really
that,
cool. Yeah.
yeah, maybe this way and then park in. Anyway, I lived in the North End for a very short period of time, and I think I ate my way through it. But it's considered the Italian section of Boston.
Is it?
Yeah, this is it. Anyway, Hanover Street's like probably the most popular street. So there's
Okay.
all restaurants down there, pizza places, Italian restaurants.
Italian, oh
But
yeah.
It's
we'll
cool.
certainly get some. We'll certainly have some good pizza.
Yeah.
Get you
I'm
good, man.
excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Ashley?
What's up?
Oh, can you tell that's my, no, that's not.
Do you want me to take a right down Hanover so we can drive? We'll probably
I
wind
don't
up
think we
walking
can,
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
because
maybe,
I'm trying to think of where a parking garage might be. There's one.
oh, yeah, or that one that we parked at the other night.
How do we get there?
I think just go this way and right,
Right here?
no, straight.
Okay.
And then keep going straight, and then,
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's down here somewhere. That was a perfect one.
yeah,
I
then
think
we
it's to
just
the
go
right.
up.
Yeah. It'll be there. Come on.
I like how you said the when you're doing the nanny stuff that it exposed you to opportunities you would never have culinary, because I feel like the same way about hitchhiking. It exposes me to opportunities like when people invite me into their car, into their life that I would never have as a, like I am a tourist, that I would never have if I was just taking a bus, plane, train, or like driving across the country. Because at that point you're seeing the country, but you're not really getting brought in. Where like an exact situation like this, I would never have this experience if I wasn't hitchhiking and you guys decide to pick me up. And many other things with hitchhiking, with stuff like this happening.
Yeah.
It's just really, really unique.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, how did you pass the park there? I think that
$18.
it was down the causeway, wasn't it? I know.
Public parking? So can I pull in there, or is there a guy taking money?
Excuse me, are you tending this parking? Oh, okay. Cost. Have a good one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It looks great. That would be awesome, that spot.
I don't know who.
I don't want to hand some random person like you might be like, get our car towed, you know? It's weird. That would be great.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Well,
Should I pull in?
What's it? Is that it? Like license capacity 7? Is there 7 parking spots for this place? And it says after Monday to Sunday, $20. After 5 p.m.
It's interesting, but like, where do you
how would
pay?
you pay?
Yeah. I don't know.
why don't we, you want to go down
Yeah.
that way, take a right?
Yeah.
The family that I nannied for all those years. Okay. They had, the husband owned a bunch of boutique hotels
Okay.
up in Ottawa.
For entrance. Please wait. Take the ticket.
Maybe it's all one level, I guess. So, yeah. You know, let me park on the side because the middle
Yeah.
here just seems weird.
Yeah.
I don't want to park.
These are strange parking lots.
It is.
Yeah, I don't understand the parking spot.
I want to park right in the middle here.
There you go.
Safe. I think it's a safe spot. Glasses.
Oh, that was
Can you flip on that for me for a sec? I'll put it in my wallet. Oh no, you have my wallet actually. I'll lock it up. Do you want to bring all your gear?
I'm just gonna bring one thing with me.
Oh yeah.
It's the thing that provides my internet, and the rest
course,
can
yeah.
stay.
I'll put the ticket in my person.
Looks like you're gonna have to have some pizza too, maybe. She wasn't going to. She was like, we should go out and get you some pizza. That's what she said.
Oh.
She was gonna hold off, so we'll see. Now we're here.
Because you said you guys eat pizza just a couple times a year, right?
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
hardly ever. So.
Yeah.
Well, I have to eat it with a bunch of digestive enzymes
Oh, okay.
to digest any of it.
Because your body's not used to it and stuff?
Yeah, and it kind of got ravaged years ago.
Oh, I see.
I did. Yeah, I got really sick and developed a whole bunch of allergies. So
Oh, I
those
see.
days
Yeah.
of being a foodie are kind of
You can
limited.
still be a foodie, you just have to be selective about the ingredients in the
Yeah.
food you eat, I'm
We
guessing.
cook a lot. We really actually enjoy cooking because we
Yeah.
we really like what we make.
Yeah.
So
Like, what type of stuff do you make for your like normal dinners and stuff like that? That you really like? Out of curiosity.
well, we work a lot, so we do like a lot of ground turkey with. Have you ever heard of like riced broccoli and riced carrots?
No, what is
Like,
rice?
It means they
beans?
cut it up in like the size of rice.
Yeah.
comes
And,
like
do you
that.
know,
We
did
don't
I lock
cook
the
it.
door? Did I lock it? I don't know why. I think I did. I'm sorry.
If you didn't, it's locked now.
Stick that in.
Sure.
So a lot of like turkey stir fries. He's really good.
Yeah.
We bake turkeys. We eat for a blood type, which is also like limits our choices, but we get a lot more energy out of it and we feel a lot better.
Okay.
We make a lot of lamb,
Yeah.
meat and vegetables, lamb, turkey, stuff like that. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
To the right.
Cool. You got a parade of it.
Parade.
Should we wait? Do you want to be part of it?
What is it about? Oh, it's a small, very small parade of about 20 people. It's okay. Interesting. Interesting.
You can walk over to Hanover Street.
Yeah. Have you had a cannoli?
What is a cannoli? I've totally heard of a cannoli, but I don't
You
know.
gotta go over to Mike's Pastry.
Oh yeah. Well, because if you go to the north end, you gotta go to Mike's Pastries.
Oh, okay. Is it like the place for cannolis?
It's like, yeah, everybody knows.
It's Motor too. They have really good cannolis as well.
Okay.
There's
You'll see, there'll be a line out the door. Anyway, get some Italian bakery. But
again, I want to thank you guys for kind of like,
Yeah.
you're going so far out of your way, and this is a great experience for me.
This is a great experience for us. It's very cool,
Awesome.
man. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's fascinating, man.
Thanks.
It's awesome. We were trying to find something, you know, cool to do.
Yeah,
different.
with your Sunday, yeah.
Certainly, yeah. You've definitely been our inspiration today. So
Oh, that's so
appreciate
cool.
it, man.
That's so cool.
And it's fascinating what you're doing. That's awesome. It really is cool.
Thank you.
And your parents, are they back?
Yeah, back in Canada, West Coast stuff.
Right on.
and
They watch you all the time?
My mom quite often just has it on in the background, whatever she's doing, like maybe with the audio off, but she can always see what I'm up to.
Yeah.
And then my dad watches sometimes. He works quite a bit, right now at least. And then my family, like stepsisters and brothers,
So we
they'll watch
can
on occasion up here.
put Carter Street.
Okay.
So they tune in sometimes as well.
Yeah, and they'll talk and check and stuff like that. I'm just gonna see if I can go into high definition now that we're in a city. See, we got better speeds.
The apartments here, many of them are very small and compact.
Yeah.
My bathroom, I lived on this street, but up a little bit further.
Mhm.
My bathroom was so small that I had to leave the bathroom door open so my legs could hang out.
Really?
I couldn't shut the bathroom door.
That's crazy. I guess so. Property, like any kind of accommodation in a good area, is really expensive here.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, I mean, that was like, I don't even know how long ago that was, 15 years ago maybe?
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track, but yeah, it was probably about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like that was a studio, and or just like.
it was a 2-bedroom.
Oh,
and I
okay. Just
think
small.
I must have rented it for, I don't know, maybe like 1,600.
Okay.
And then I had a 1-bedroom in the south end, which is really funky part of town.
Yeah.
That was probably 1-bedroom for 1,800.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
yeah. That was like probably like 12 years ago.
And so it's probably a lot more now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so we have a 2-bedroom. Where we were,
Yeah.
it's probably just about 1,300 square feet for
Mhm.
just about 1,900
Oh, yeah.
a month. But the same exact place here in the city is over 4,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
So, I mean, for new accommodation, like new,
Yeah.
you know, disposal and all like the bells and whistles.
That's crazy.
So.
That's so
pretty
much.
happy. I mean, there's not a lot obviously going on out there, but
Yeah.
living in the city is fun, but it's tough.
Yeah.
And obviously, neither one of us work in the city anymore.
hmm
So.
Did you purposely move away from city, living city work, to get away from it, or was that
No,
conscious, or it just ended
no.
up that way?
I think both of us never wanted to leave the city. It's
Okay.
just life had a different plan. We didn't know each other then, but we actually lived in the south end, just streets apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Want to go right here?
this is, yeah. So, sorry.
I'm just gonna restart in HD, guys. I'll be back in 10 seconds.